Today we are getting new reaction from Columbus leaders about the ransomware attack on the city.
And it comes a day after NBC4 was the first to reveal the hack impacted the personal data of hundreds of thousands of private citizens. We are also getting details and going to detail some ways to protect yourself from hackers. We thank you for joining us for NBC4 at 5. I'm Jennifer Bullock.
I'm Jared Smalley. Let's begin with NBC4 Investigates Isabel Cleary. Isabel, you broke this story. You uncovered the impact on private citizens. Today, what have you learned?
Well, today we're hearing from the mayor and the city attorney's office. City Attorney Zach Klein says he is aware of our reporting that people, including crime victims, had their information compromised. He says he's taking this very seriously. The mayor says his comments yesterday about the data lacking value before we uncovered the opposite were made in good faith and based on, quote, rigorous investigation and reliable sources. Some of the data our cybersecurity experts showed me comes right from the city attorney's office and includes extremely personal information about victims that is now on the dark web. That private data, now exposed, also belongs to police officers who have been subpoenaed in city attorneys' cases as well as defendants. There was also information from people who've experienced domestic violence.
It's not just physical safety, it's also safety online. What are some resources that you guys offer to keep survivors safe when it comes to their information being online?
There are toolkits for survivors to work on by themselves or with an advocate to help protect their information and be more tech savvy, know how abusers might use their data or information and to protect themselves better against that.
The information on the dark web, names, addresses, and social security numbers. I checked in with Columbus area resources about what domestic violence survivors should be doing right now to stay safe.
Change your passwords regularly, that you have alerts set on, for your bank. Is there any movement on there that shouldn't be happening?
If that advice sounds familiar, it's because it's what everyone should be doing. However, for survivors, extra steps can be taken in a situation like this one that may be bringing up recent or old trauma.
Technology is a new thing for us and exciting, but at the same time, it allows us vulnerabilities that we haven't been exposed to before. The same as with survivors.
That safety plan can look like mapping a new route to work, paying more attention to your surroundings, or even getting support with a move.
We do safety planning here because it is so individualized. Anyone can call our 24-hour crisis line and they would be able to assist them with that specific, because the safety plan that may work today at 4 p.m. may not work tomorrow at 4 p.m.
A cybersecurity expert also shared advice on what survivors should be doing.
Anything that you can do to change things. So if in that information there was, your old email address, stop paying attention to it, get another one. It's just one of those things where you got to change as much of that data about you as you can.
For anyone, he says to be aware of context phishing scams. These will look like emails with your personal information in it. It could look real, but he says be careful. Now, a good piece of advice he told me is if you get a call that you think sounds real, ask them for a callback number. Now, if it's a scam, he usually says they will hang up.
Okay, and so I know the cybersecurity expert you were the first to speak with yesterday gave us an initial idea of the amount of people impacted. When are we going to know for sure how many people were impacted?
So those people were just in these two databases, which he says is just a drop in the bucket. And that's actually a really hard question to answer because it can take weeks to download all this data and even longer to go through all of it. So while it may sound really scary, we're likely not going to have that information for weeks. So as our experts are saying, now is the time to take those precautions and, lock down your credit and take other steps like that.
All right. Isabel, thank you.